live. I mean, yeah, you guys can just
We are
continue
live.
chatting.
Let me.
Just want to make sure that everything is set up right. Oh wait, I can't see you, Tiger.
Let me open YouTube. Is
Okay,
it
now I can
Maybe
see.
you should
YouTube?
actually Tiger's bad. You should call it M because Material is my channel name and then always say M, so Tiger is kind of bad.
M.
M, just M.
You mean the wait? I can hear. Out.
Oh, that's me. That's me. Sorry. That's me. I was playing the stream on my tablet.
Bad move.
That's why.
Wait, hold on.
That's why M. Because people know me by M, they don't call me Tiger when they're watching my videos. So
So
this channel name is
in my
Material
descriptions, is that what you're referring to?
No, not in your description. The description here is fine, but before I even click on your video, it says DISLYTE podcast with Kovian and Tiger. It says.
You mean the thumbnail?
Yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah, basically, that's what I mean.
What's thumbnail in German?
I don't know. It's thumbnail also in German. No one uses a different.
It's thumbnail.
Legit, it's
Unless if you
thumbnail,
break up the
thumbnail.
name, yeah. Unless you break up the name into like a thumb and a nail, which would make no sense. But yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's in German. In Germany, or we also call it thumbnail.
Mm. Oh yeah, surprisingly, also in Netherlands. But there's a lot of similarity there.
Because it's YouTube lingo.
Like
That's why it's
numbers
thumbnail.
times.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's not an actual word. Wait, hold on. I have to send the thumbnail over. Hi guys. I think there's a few people on the stream. Hey, who? What's up?
Yeah, there's already chat.
Okay, wait. Thumbnail.
Bob, what's up? How behind are we? Did you put like
I can't see Tiger again. Like he's blank. I'm not sure why.
And then he
I can't see him on stream as well.
Weird.
Yeah, I appeared for a second and then I just disappeared again.
Yeah, I think you guys should watch. I mean, you guys should have your streams, so that you guys can see what's happening. So that, like, in case anything goes wrong, you can let me know as well.
Yeah, I have your stream open up. I'm watching.
Okay.
As well.
Wait, live. Change the thumbnail.
Oh no.
Yo, Bob, no, we didn't ditch GG Easy. It's just a thing we three decided we want to do together.
GG Easy.
And we can. And who's that? And in the future, it's podcast one.
He's gonna pop in chat anyway. I think he's awake around this time.
Yeah. He's from my time zone.
Yeah, there you go.
And basically, it's just like we want to be the core for the podcast, and we can always bring future guests into the podcast, but we just want to get things started first, right? Set up everything and figure out. Now I appeared and then now I disappeared again.
Yeah, that was the issue that I faced.
Now I'm back, but maybe because you press a button or something.
I have no idea, but yeah, now you're back. I think I'll just keep your screen like on the foreground, and maybe that works.
Yeah, I think that works. And I can use the editor with our topics, right? Do we have any other topics? Like, because I sent you the screenshot, right? That's the 3 topics I have right now saved.
Oh wow, my mouse. It's over your face. Okay. We have 3. Oh my god, that's my cat. We have 3 topics. Expectations of anniversary. What do we want to do? What do we want from future updates and the current state of the game? And of course, our podcast name as well.
Yeah, our podcast name.
Okay, wait.
Maybe the chat has some ideas how we want to call it. Like,
I'm definitely gonna ask the chat for their input.
You can throw in a live poll.
No, but a poll.
Can we do that on YouTube? Actually,
but the poll
I need
is
names
like
first.
we need names first, and then we
Oh,
can.
suggestions
Yeah.
first. Got
Yeah,
it.
we need
Got it.
suggestions, and then.
Oh, random. Yeah, I definitely will expand on them. I mean, maybe I should start, especially since that looks like the first topic. I should probably like explain myself on some of those points.
Yeah, it's pinned at the top now. Suggest podcast names.
Also, I feel like that's a good thing. I will do that for future streams as well, putting the live stream chat into the screen as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's always a good thing.
Yeah. You guys can start
Supo?
whenever, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's Supo.
Okay.
ZZ.
Do we want to start with the podcast?
Yeah. Hey, Daddy, what's the best Shadowfire team?
Not today, bro.
That was fun. See,
Like-
this is what you were mentioning, Matt. It's gonna be now about Desolate Lands and Ritual Miracles.
I guess you can start whenever. I mean,
Yeah, basically.
we are scheduled for 9, but wait, what? Bro ended stream? We are still live, right? We are still live.
No, you're still live. Wait. No, you're still live.
Bob,
I'm still
face
live.
reveal at 2K. I'm not gonna do it here because I already said it, right? Like if I hadn't said it, yeah, I have a camera here, it's just off. I would show my face because there's another place that requires a face reveal, but now that I put a condition on it, it'll be weird to just run away from that condition.
Yeah, just a small off-topic thing. If there would be someone in my live stream asking, "Is Nusi worth investing in?" he would get a 2-week timeout for that question.
Facts, though. Facts.
I've had that question before. I've had that question
Oh no.
in my Discord server.
Okay, then I think we can start because we're all set up, right? And I feel like
Yep.
we start with the first thing, which is the most important one for this podcast, is expectations from the anniversary. And since Kogan, you didn't
Wait, hold on. Sorry, my bad.
Stream's acting up.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You forgot to put
stream's
video
acting
output.
up.
There is only sound. Is that true? No, right? You guys can see my stream, right?
No.
You
You
can't?
actually said I should start?
No,
Okay,
everything
wait, I
works.
can see it now.
Nina says he's trolling. I can see everything.
Yeah, I can see everything. Never mind. It actually did a weird thing for me where I had to restart the stream.
No, but my OBS does say encoding overloaded. So is that an issue?
Close Discord?
No, it's the
No, he cannot close this code.
shit. I'm actually lagging a little bit. I am lagging. Stream shit. Wait, how did I fix
this first?
Yeah, I fixed it for my. Wait. Streaming encoder preset, good quality. Maybe I try medium quality. Wait, I don't know. What should I do? Encoder. Oh, it's the encoder. I shit. Should I change my?
Oh, your encoder should always be GPU, not CPU, by the way.
Yeah, I think I messed up. But do I have to restart my
you
stream?
could just Yeah, you have to restart your stream for that.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh.
Fuck.
So you change to GPU. Also, there's that interval rate, right? There's an interval.
Greywater chat.
It says 0 because that means it's automatic, and you don't want it automatic, so you change the number 0 to 2.
I don't have that for streaming. Shit. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I have to restart the stream. 100% have to restart the stream. I'm so sorry, guys.
Let me check settings. Where it is.
Hey, Jude.
Wait. I'll have to restart the stream. I have to change the encoding.
Let me check. I open the stream. We can ask the chat as well.
Hi, chat. Are we live?
It's buffers. It buffers. So I don't think it's live.
Yeah, it's still buffering.
Really? Wait, what? Okay, wait, hold on. It says I'm live.
Oh no, your is your screen your DISLYTE screen complete? 10 wins, 0 defeats.
Yeah.
Oh
It should-
yeah,
now it
Chad is
sh-
responding. We are live.
Yes, we are back. We are back.
We're back.
We are back.
Yo. Hi guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sure whether there was any actual video issues, but I had to do some settings to make sure that my computer doesn't overload. Yeah, so I'm not
And
lagging
you
right
have
now.
you have to make me big again so the people can see me as well.
You are flashing, dude. I'm not sure why. Okay, you're not flashing anymore. I have to put you at the foreground.
Yeah. That works.
Hey guys.
Bob, we are looking more for like overall like stream title, like not just this one, but like the whole podcast name, like as a
The
series.
podcast name, yeah.
Not just not just like this particular stream's name.
Oh, I like. Wait, Grandis. Grandis makes sense because that's the name of the world. We can use those stuff, right? Like
Yeah, so
what was it?
for the chat,
Maybe just check because this line is weird. Someone said Grey Water Chat as well
Grey water.
for Triky's thing, Grey Water Market.
but the thing is for podcast there needs to be cast in it at least. Right? Or you want to call it like for example, Grey Water Podcast or Grandis Radio Podcast or something like
Grey
that.
water couchcast.
Couchcast. Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can start.
Okay, now we can start.
We can start. I mean, for the chat, I'll probably give them like. I'm not sure how am I gonna.
I can just.
I guess we can just consolidate some of the
Union.
names. Like if they put
Rohan-
names, then we just write it down. I guess.
Rohan says Espa Union Weekly.
Sorry for previous trolling.
it's not-
No, worries. Oh my god, he paid me $5 for the troll. It's fine. I mean, I had to change my settings anyway. Thanks for the $5.
The
Works
Utgard
out.
Podcast. Water bottle. Okay, good. So let's start with our first topic of the day,
Yes.
which is expectations from the anniversary. And since Kovian made a video yesterday, I feel like Kovian should start the topic. What are your expectations from the anniversary? And then we just do it like whatever. After Kovian finished, I can continue, or Daddy Free to Play, you can continue as well. We just make it free, like freestyle. I think that's our way to do that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds so good. Bob, I'm not shy. I made a promise. But getting back on the topic at hand, I made a video yesterday, sort of saying my hot takes because I've been hearing these things about anniversary. The top 3 I heard were that there needs to be a summon rebate, similar to the one that we had around the Gaia's era, and then we need a Gaia's level Inferno S. But some people are very direct. They're like, I want an Inferno Esper that can just kill these hides and Ahmeds, and that's it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the second one. Number 3 was real life stuff. So let me start with the second one because that's easy to get out. People forget that the reason why they added the HP lead is that the core complaints were like, I am tired of Gaius himself, the guy, Zeus. I'm tired of Gaius just one-shotting everything at the beginning. And this was a comment for Hobart match. It was like the other guy's Dahlia moves and you know you're dead because the guys is just gonna cleave because now it's not 5 Espers, it's 4. So if people are like, we want an Inferno Gaius, it's like we are going around in circles now, right?
Yeah.
Sure, the problem
it's
is
just a power creep
hide
circle.
and crew. Exactly. The problem is hide and crew, but then we're gonna need a hide for flow to counter whichever Inferno Gaius that comes. But then that guy will find actual Gaius. Now we are just stuck in a meta whereby cleave dominates completely. So no way, that's not
That's
gonna
it.
happen. I don't want an OP Esper. That's one thing I don't want. right? Will OPS plus eventually come? Yes, power creep is natural with these games. But I find it weird that people are actively asking for an OPS. But like that's a weird concept to me.
I get it. I mean, I
another-
understand your point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then number one, it's the summon rebate. Should there be a summon rebate? I think there should be. Hear me out. I'm not against summon rebates.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
I think every summon event, I think every banner should have a summon rebate. Like the one we had at the very beginning, starting with like the Oli banner.
Yeah, 10%,
where at
right?
100, like 10% rebate, exactly.
Mhm.
And we got, like at 200, you even got a legendary Abilimon. That was great. That was fantastic. What I don't want is an incentive to spend a whole lot of goal records, like 700, like these big numbers. I don't want 500 for you to get a shimmer, 700, 1,000 to pick a shimmer that you want. I do not want those big numbers. That's something I am vehemently against. And that doesn't help the image of the game. We have to remember what killed the game.
Yeah.
It was these big numbers, right? 700 rebate. People look at that and they laugh. They're like, who's going to get 700 summons, right? Some people can say now, oh, I have 1,000. That's great. You are probably 0.001%. Someone can be like, I have 500 now. But if it's 600, the free-to-play guy who has 500 will feel even more salty that it's not 500 and it's 600, where he's going to get 100 summons.
Yep.
So a better event in my case, it's not one with a big rebate, giveaway. It's one where we all get summons.
Right.
You come in and then they're like, yeah, when 3.1.7 came, we all got 50 gold records. Do something like that. Throw in 100 gold records this time. In fact, give us actual wish stones or give us a selector. You can pick any 5-star non-shimmer that you want. I think that would be great. You can pick your last, maybe you have you have a Selly at R5, you can pick a Selly and then you have R6 Selly. Everyone is happy. Maybe you didn't pull for Leora and you're like, haha, I got you guys. And then you pick Leora.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't have an Ashley. Maybe you had R1 Ethan or something like that.
Okay, wait. Let's go point by point.
It's better to get stuff like that.
Let's go point by point. Oh my god, I can't follow through.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So the first point. So rebates, right? Instead of like milestone summons, right? I think I fully agree with that. I think rebates are better for everyone, but milestones are definitely better, more exciting for people who saved and for the whales, and for people who spend a little bit or more than a little bit. Yeah, I kind of understand what your point is. We will hear about what M has to say, but for me, I feel like either is fine, but I would prefer a rebate. That's for sure, because the rebate it's fair to everyone, and I personally saved about 600 right now, and I think rebate is probably where I still think it's fine. So like 10%, right? But rebates are not very exciting because when you summon 100 times, you're going to get like 10 summons. That's it. It's like quite boring. I feel what might be a better rebate is, I'm just thinking like at the top of my head, it's probably have like a shop where if you summon, you get a currency, and you use that currency to buy exactly what you want. Be it wish stones, ripples for like ripple out boxes. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so essentially it's not a rebate, but it's more like when you use your summons, you get event currency to buy stuff. Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
So my personal opinion with the whole rebate thing is that it's completely
I
fine.
think it's cool, especially because. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it's cool. Let me just say quick words about that one. I think it's cool because that thing already happened. If you guys remember, before the 700 thing, they had a shop like that where we can buy like a diamond record, a shimmer record, a Abilimons, I believe.
Yeah, no, that was the Greywater
and
Black
like
Market.
gold record themselves.
The Greywater Black Market, right?
Yeah. So
But
exactly. So if they
not
bring in something
my-
like that,
I mean, that was not my point. My point was if you summon, you get a certain currency to use in the
Yeah,
yeah.
they did something like that. Like when you used to summon and you got points. So like it was a token, and then
Oh,
you can use that token to buy more stuff. Like they did
oh,
that.
I forgot. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
not
think
sure
you're
if you
right.
remember. Yeah, it was just 4 of them. You even made a video whereby you said the best choice is the Abilimon. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
besides the case. That would be good, I think. That would be good and fair to everyone.
Yep,
I,
I agree.
I feel like what good as a rebate would be. So first of all, I think whatever rebate they're coming up with is fine as long as there is no you get a unowned Shimmer Legendary Esper at the end of it, because that just incentivizes whaling in a sense, right? So it shouldn't be too crazy. And what else they could do for a rebate is, for example, every 10 pulls you do, you get one gold record for free. So you get every time you do a 10 pull, you get one record back, which is fine because then you get something like you get a 10% return of investment from your pulls, right? And also with the whole thing, is that there are people who saved up a lot of gold records, but there are also a lot of people who didn't save up gold records as well. So for me, for example, I didn't save any because I feel like they won't do any like a rebate event. But in case they do, it's good for the people who saved up. But it shouldn't be something crazy like an unknown Shimmer Legendary at the end of it. Like you get the Billy Mons, you get your one gold record every 10 pulls. That's a thing they should do, and I think that's completely fine.
Do you not find that very boring though? Or what does the chat think about that? Because we've had that before. We've had it a lot, and I've never felt like anything about it aside from the fact that I deserve it. Like I deserve that rebate. And therefore when the Gaia's banner came around, I was like, where the fuck are all my rebates, right? Something like that. Yeah. So I felt like that was something that we players deserved. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit more interesting, but it doesn't matter how they make it interesting or not. The fact that it incentivizes people to spend, that's gonna be like negative, right? So even the event shop is gonna be shit. Yeah, so I'm really not sure.
I mean, what do you exactly want as a rebate? That's the question, right? Because they could also make something like you get double wish stones. Would that be something exciting for you? Is
Yeah,
that
I think that's
something
not
you
bad.
want?
Yeah, I think that's not
Yeah,
bad.
Like
that
that.
would be exciting. Like
So for
like
example,
double.
for example, you pull an app, like you do a 10 pull and you get like 3 epics. Usually you get from 3 epics, you get 3 wish stones. But this time you get 6 wish stones. And if you pull a legendary, instead of 20, you get 40.
Mm.
Would
Yeah,
that
they
be
did
something that you're
something.
looking forward to? So people get like it's a good idea in general, because let's assume even free-to-play player who saved up a lot of resources, right?
Mm.
And I also, Kovian, I like the idea of, so there's 100% there will be a new Espers coming. 100% no doubt that new Espers will come with the next patch, 100%. But I like the idea of getting the option to choose whatever Esper you want except the shimmers as a radar banner for the wish stone. So if you don't have an Embler, for example, and you for some reason you right now you want her,
A
for
pure
example,
selector,
because
right? Basically.
yeah, a pure selector. And if you have the option to get double wish stones from pulling epics and legendaries, if you saved up a lot of gold records, like 300, for example, with the double wish stone rate up, you have like a better chance of getting enough wish stones to get that selection Esper you actually really want to have during the event or during the anniversary.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, and another thing they can do in that vein, I think that's great, and it's great. But another thing they can do in that vein, I'm not sure if the free to play remembers, but like a month before our global hit, Lucas came out as a banner, and then in that Lucas banner, we had like the first 2 5 stars you summon, there will be double. So like let's say you reach PT, you get 2 5 stars in that, and we used to save for that.
Wait.
I'm not sure if you remember, DF.
I don't think it was a double legendary. I remember doubling the rates. They doubled the rates to 2%, right? Was that it?
Did they? I don't know.
Did
I thought
they
that was
change
part of the
anything?
Clara event. That was part of the Clara Banner, right?
Oh no, yeah, the Clara Banner was the double event. So when it was Lucas, they did you summon one, you get another one. So the Clara one was the 2% rate increase.
I
Yeah.
don't know that because when I joined the game, there was the Ahmed banner or the Oli or Ahmed. I don't know which one was
You're a
first.
global
I think
player.
Oli was the
Your
first
honor.
one.
Yeah, of course. So for me, it was I think Oli or Ahmed. I don't know. One
You
of
were
those
just
two.
a baby.
Yeah, back then. Basically.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. Like any double, any 2-time, like 1+1 legendary. Other games do this. Like 1+1 legendary or double wish stones, which is a 1+1 legendary in its own way, right? Or they even cut the PT at like 50%, as in like your first 3 PTs are like at 50 GR or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be fine for people who saved. Yeah.
Let me
Actually,
just poll the audience. What do they think about it? Yeah, you guys
Actually,
can continue.
Yeah.
That's also a good idea to cut the pity to half, like 50 spins for a legendary instead of 100, just during anniversary.
Yeah.
It's also fine as a sort of rebate event because you just need half to get a guaranteed legendary,
exactly. Which is great. But yeah, any idea? Do you have any ideas, Tiger? Like any
For
additional stuff they could do?
for
Any
for
stuff
the
they could do, like outside of summons for the anniversary?
okay, for the anniversary. So what I expect from the anniversary is a lot of goodies in general, like abilimons at the top of everything, because like legendary abilimons is what we desperately need all the time, right? Because we get new aspects every 3 weeks, and we always get the questions: what should I abilimon? What should I max skill? Stuff like that. Should I save up and so on and so forth? So getting a lot of abilimons would be great. Then also, I have an expectation that everyone gets 100 gold records for free. I don't know if they just give us like you log in and you just have to 100 gold records immediately, or they make it in a period of 4 days that every time you a period of 5 days, every time you log in, you get 20 gold records. So first day you get 20, then you get 20 for 5 days straight.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah, that's more likely.
and then at the 6th day, you get, for example, a abilimon or 2 abilimons. And on the last day, you get maybe, or what also be cool is like on the last day, you get a diamond record. So it's a guaranteed 5-star.
Oh.
That would be like cool.
Diamond record is guaranteed 5-star. You
Guaranteed.
don't have.
No, a diamond record is a guaranteed 5-star RGB. It's not Shimmer. Shimmer are not included.
RGB you don't have.
No, it's not even you don't have. It's just whatever.
It's
That's
just
diamond
in general.
It's just in general. Diamond records don't give you an unowned. But that would be cool to have, right? Because it's either maybe you get something you don't have, or you get a reso for free from that. And also what I really want to see, and that's the biggest thing personally, is getting the mystery trader back. One free reso of your choice. Shimmer or non-shimmer, doesn't matter. And I think for anniversary, it's completely acceptable to release the mystery trader again.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense. They should have reintroduced it a bit earlier, but I feel like now is a good time to reintroduce. Like for the rest of the people who don't understand what we're talking about, the mystery trader is a event that allows you to reso any Esper that you want, even your Shimmer legendaries as well. It's a bit broken now because resos are OP, but I mean it's an ANNI reward, I guess. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of,
I think I agree. If it's any time for it to come, is now. Like the previous 5 patches, people have been calling for it. Like whenever you see that silhouette,
it's not just 5. It was like the past year.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's coming now. So if there's any time, it will be now.
Especially since Lilith fucked themselves for releasing the mystery trader last year, right? Because since then we really want to have the mystery trader back.
Yeah, they kind of. I mean, I guess they were just testing the waters and seeing what people want, and they realized that, oh shit, this is a little bit too OP. Like, they tend to test stuff and don't ever return it ever again. Like rewind event, right? It's never coming back.
Yeah, I hope that. I mean, anniversary does make sense for the mystery trader to return, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Overall.
But that's just for events. But
yeah. Also, by the way, quick question, guys: are we allowed to talk about leaks without showing images?
No.
We are not even allowed to talk about leaks. Like we are not showing images.
I guess you can talk about what people are saying. Yeah, but not showing the actual leaks, right? I guess we can talk about. I think it's fine.
Okay, let me say what I know. Like, if you go to the official Discord,
No.
and you start talking about leaks, you get a ban.
Oh,
so I'm not sure about video creation. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think there's any power in terms of video creation. Like, you can just say it. Like, there's people who talk about leaks all the time.
I can just ask someone on chat.
A Zox stream, and then there'll be like leaks. Yeah, just ask chat.
As in chat, can you guys say like Izanagi and Izanami? Can you just type it in chat? Just wait for someone to like say it, and then you can start talking about it. Like, oh, what was that? What's that?
What was that again? I think I saw something.
Oh wait, what? Yuki
and Yamato.
Yamato? What's that?
Are these maybe Japanese Pantheon, I suppose?
Yeah. I guess they would be the.
Can you show us images maybe? For some reason. Yeah, but let's be honest. I feel like these two make the most sense for coming during the anniversary.
I think they will.
Yeah, just because
100%. It's too perfect.
Yeah, because we saw that, and also the Japanese server just went up live. Like, I don't know, a month ago. And for anniversary, it does make the most sense to get these two now. 100%. And I don't know about. I know, Kovin, you said you don't like power creeps, right?
I hate power creep as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, at some point you need certain power creeps, right? Because, for example, the current meta, what is really OP right now? A speed lead with an R2 Ethan or R2 CJ and a Nusi. And Nusi is the or tier, but Ollie is the better choice in that regard, right? But overall, that's that's the strongest defense in the game right now, and it's very hard to counter it at all. Like, super hard. How do you counter it? You probably use something like you use the same thing. Probably it's your best way to counter that thing.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
use
way too overpowered.
It's freaking crazy. I can actually show the chat. Actually, I can just do a run. I'm sure I can find someone with that
go
team.
to arena.
And the thing is with that comp, for example, if it would be just the CJ and the Nusi, that would be fine. If it's just the Ethan and the CJ, that would be fine. But Ethan, CJ, and Nusi is too broken. It's way too broken.
Yeah.
Because the Ethan enables your Nusi getting turn 1 with the speed lead. And after that, it's it's completely free for your CJ to go wild.
Yeah, it's extremely broken.
It's insane, especially if especially if you're hitting Brother, because I think I attacked him last week.
Oh,
around this time. Yeah, and it was like
he's crazy,
R6
dude.
Ethan, R6 CJ, and I'm just like, dude, like R6 CJ is the most broken thing.
Yeah. R6 CJ is crazy.
Ethan. Like, how do you even attack any of this? So it's insane.
Yeah, it's very, very
because
hard.
Because R6 Ethan is also pretty insane. Like, when you gain AP, his whole team gains AP. Yeah. So it's like, I tried to cleave it because it didn't have any speed lead. I tried to cleave it. Move first, but then they all cut. So I'm like, what the fuck?
And you know what? In Knockout, it's also very OP. And you know what? Your best chances of beating that team without having the exact same team and outspeeding? Your best chance is basically that let's assume they have that team in their second comp, which is usually the case. You want your first team to be their first team, so you get the advantage. And you need that advantage because to beat that team, your first team needs to lose against that CJ Ethan Nusi comp, and there's also a condition for that, so it works. And the condition is that Nusi uses her as free and doesn't
CJ
follow up
uses
with
her
as
as free.
that doesn't really matter too much. It's important that the Nusi uses the S3 and cannot use S2 or S1, and your team needs to die before Nusi can do S1 or S2, because if she does that and you go into the second fight, she has her S3 up again, and then you're fucked. And if she does her S3 and you die, then she doesn't have her S3 up. So then you have a chance to win.
Yes.
I basically just skip.
Yes.
Like screw it.
Yeah, or you just skip.
Like,
So but back on track there, someone mentioned especially when we are talking about events, one of the famous events we used to get is that you can craft any 2-piece gear you want, right? Or 2 pieces.
Super good. That's super good.
Then
Oh,
what if
yeah.
now we get like 6 pieces, like you can craft any 6 gear pieces, perfect ones you can pick.
that was like
I don't
incredibly
think they
pay
will
to
do
win.
that. I don't think they will do that. They will do maximum of 2, and a rewind event would be good.
Basically, just to throw out all the good events. The event costed me like 14,000 Nexus crystals, man, for the first event. Yeah, that sucked.
The first one, yeah. The perfect piece is hard to find.
Yo, by the way, because of the last time we got that relic event, that one was where I got super good relics for my JJ and I could make him super OP. Because of just rerolling and getting good substats.
Alright.
But
wait, Kovian.
back to the actual topic, which was the power creep, by the way, because we're going.
Oh yeah, we're talking about power
track here. Because of like the defense we just discussed right now, we kind of need a certain power creep to counter specific teams.
I'm not so sure about that.
That's one thing. And also,
wait. How do you define power creep? What do you understand about power creep?
I mean, like not necessarily a power creep, but at least a counter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I love counters. I would like a Nusi counter. Like if Yamato comes out and what he does is that he has a skill that refreshes everyone's cooldowns.
There is already a Nusi counter. Ahmed is the Nusi counter. Lol.
No.
But no. Ahmed is like one. Like we need someone who completely resets. Like how she does 2. Yeah, we need some. Yeah, exactly. We need a Jamaya to come through.
Which cannot be skill reset, by the way.
Yeah, that skill itself cannot be skill reset.
Yeah,
so like, we need something like that. I am fine with counters. Yeah, I am fine with counters. I don't want something that does something like completely new that overshadows the old thing.
And let's be honest,
what you guys were building is now useless. It's like, oh well, look at all that tank gear you were getting, or like look at all this speed gear you were getting. This guy gains 100 AP at the beginning and one-shots everyone. Like that.
Also, we have to be honest here. There will be never a time where they release a unit that can potentially be more broken than Fangnusi.
We will be proven wrong.
I don't think so. There's
I'm pretty sure the new legendary is gonna be sick. He's gonna be insane. Wow, Kovian, you didn't give me any points at all. Also, man, you suck.
Also, the next thing is
no.
When it comes to the new units, right? I am 100% sure that Lilith is aware of the meta. Like with wind tanks, for example, so they don't give us a decent Inferno DPS, for example, to deal with the wind tanks. And they also don't really release any new wind tanks. So they are kind of aware of the meta. So they don't want to release too strong of an Inferno DPS to counter the wind units. And they also don't want to release another broken, or not broken, but strong wind control type tank unit, because then it gets more ridiculous. If you noticed.
Yeah.
I think they know. Like
they know.
A telltale of them knowing is that if you go to their YouTube right now, a couple of days ago they posted like these PvP help guides, and then they were like tank down teams, and then like they put all the meta tank teams as suggestions. I loved.
No, but those were done by.
Oh, so they know these teams.
Those were done by our
Those were
Discord
done by
writers,
who?
right?
Oh, it wasn't done by. Okay, I thought it
I
came
think
from in-house.
so.
Never mind then.
Think so.
They were posted on the YouTube on the DISLYTE YouTube.
So you guys are
Also,
worried
you
that
guys-
yep.
Oh, sorry. What do you guys think about, like, they obviously released both units, right? What do you guys think about potentially making the Tsunami, which we saw, right? The Banner Esper and the Shimmer one will be a free-to-play unit, which everyone could potentially get.
Yeah, that's what ANNI
So
said.
that because of the Japanese Pantheon, right, and the new Japanese server, that everyone has a chance of getting both.
Yeah,
You mean
I
like
guess
similar to what they did now, like Elaine and Athena?
something like that, but
Kinda, but
fusible.
because since we got Shimmer Legendary, which is Everett for free, it could be potential that there could be a possibility that that Izanagi could be a fusible or free to play get one time thing, which is good on its own.
No.
And the Izanami will be the Banner Esper.
Hmm.
The likelihood
No
of
shot.
that happening?
Remember we got Everett because things were so bad, so they wanted to like make it seem like there's content. Like 3.1.5 was just an awful patch with the Phantom Sisters. And then like days after the patch had launched, we started seeing Everett stuff on Twitter, and then Everett was suddenly in the game. I think that was like an emergency, like just give them something to make them excited. I
Wait.
don't think we'll like get another Shimmer 5-star in that manner.
Wait, someone's asking, did Nusi get her own banner? Because no, she did not. But what we can hope for is, because now we have the Raven banner, right? I don't know. I guess most people don't even know that we have the Raven banner. So if you go to the Echo, this is how they can do it for new legendary Shimmer types, right? So like let's say we get a new legendary Shimmer, whoever that might be, we can actually just summon him in the Shimmer pool. We can just change it, right? So right now it's Raven, but obviously you guys should save for like something else. Or maybe the new Shimmer legendary. So that you get 50% chance.
Just save for the new one.
Fun fact though, like I had a 50% rate up on Raven and I got JJ.
Yeah, I know. Why are we doing now?
No, get wrecked.
Why do you want Raven so much?
No, I just wanted to decrease my chance of pulling Tavor.
And
I got the second worst Shimmer unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are expectations do we have of ANNI?
Well, how do you guys want the story to be? So, do you want the story to be like just another Esper? Or do you want it to be an anniversary type story? Or do you think Markiplier is part of it in any way? Do you think Markiplier has an Esper?
I actually like the idea of raising Bryn to a 4-star. You brought that up in your video. I kind of like that idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, because I was thinking they can open like the rest of Hell mode, and maybe at the end, after you beat Hell mode Sig, we get like new story chapters, I guess, and then Bryn had to like, I don't know, evolve or something, some cliche story stuff happening.
You ended with her in the hospital, right? So she wakes up with like extra pair of insect legs attached to her body. So that's how she became 4 stars.
Exactly.
A 4-star version of Bryn or what? Like a fusion, like an upgrade, like a, I don't know, Pokemon, Digimon, evolve type of thing. I don't know, but also a couple of what I expect from the anniversary, besides of like event and goodies and stuff like that, is quality of life adjustments.
What quality of life?
So you know what would be a quality of life thing is, for example, someone just asked me, is one of the things the relic presets that we can improve on those. So if you because we are grinding a lot of relics, right? So you have like 4,000 relics, 5,000 relics or something, and you search for specific relics, right? So let's assume You're looking for wind armor relic, and you're looking specifically for speed. Then it should be ordered in a way that if you just select speed, for example, the highest speed value should be the very first, and then it goes down. So you start with a 20, and then it's a 16 maybe, and a 12, and so on. So you find the relics you're looking for. That would be one thing. And also what would be amazing quality of life, guys. Amazing quality of life would be decks for PvP.
What was that?
Preset decks. So that's a thing we had in Summoner's War from the very beginning. That you can just, let's assume you go to Point War, right?
Mhm.
You go to Point War and you click on someone and you see, okay, your current team cannot, like, you don't want to attack that specific defense with your current team, and you have to change stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a deck button, and you click on that, and then you have like 5 pre-teams you can set up. So you click on the deck button and choose the second, like another option you preset, and then you choose that, and then you immediately have all your 5 units picked, and then you can go, instead of just switching every single time. And also for Holo, the same thing, having preset decks with Espers you like most likely use in this type of content.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like I've
That is
been asking
necessary.
for that multiple times, no answer. Like just having presets global in the whole game. Yeah, like just having it global in the whole game, that would be good.
Yeah, and press and hold to select, like what ANNI is saying. Press and hold equipments to select them so that you can just bulk sell. That's another thing that is needed as well.
Yeah, that could also be like easier way
Oh
to.
yeah, but the
What?
Yeah, continue,
Kovian?
Kovian. Didn't want to interrupt you.
Did he mute himself?
Oh, he muted himself. Okay,
I have no idea.
That's fine. I think also, what was the other thing I was thinking about? Another quality of life improvement. Oh yeah, I know. I just got, because Quan will love this idea. Give us an option for APAP, like for rituals overall, for the wave 2 to which unit gets targeted first.
Oh, smart AI, you mean? Or
Yes,
preset
smart
AI?
AI. Preset AI, not like super complicated, you know, which unit uses which skill on which wave, because I think that's too complicated and Lilith doesn't want to do that. But there is the preset
Battle settings,
option
right?
to just choose on auto which unit gets targeted first.
Like here in the boss
Yeah,
battle
like
settings.
here. Yeah, attack sequence, not only for the boss stage, but for wave 2 as well. That would be great.
Yeah. Like that's been in Summoner's War forever, right? I don't know
Was
why
it?
it's not in there.
Wait,
Like
really? The
Epic
mid
7
boss?
launched
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that was since release, wave 2 and wave 3.
Wow. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good change. I guess the only reason why it's needed is because for Chronos, the mid boss, he's the same type. He's the same type as like the other 2 minions. They're all infernal.
Yeah.
So if if the mid boss was, let's say, wind, right? No, is it wind?
Yeah.
No, it's not wind. No,
He's
the minions
infernal.
need to be flow type.
Flow type.
Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why.
yeah.
That's why also, because it improves the your attack sequences also for APAP and for Fafnir as well. So you get better times, or you get your cooldowns or skills up in the order you want to have for the boss stage.
But I guess for Fafnir and APAP, the mid boss is always of a different typing. It's always of the weaker typing. Like right now, on my screen, the mid boss for APAP is wind. The 2 minions are infernal. So that's why we are always targeting the mid boss. The same goes for Fafnir as well. It's just Chronos that is weird. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. But still, it would also benefit a lot, because there are also newer players, and maybe for newer players it would be better to not target the mid boss, but just the minions first, maybe. But you never know. Like, who really knows? but just getting the option to decide what we want to target first would be help immensely.
Yeah, I guess. But if they're gonna do that, it feels kind of weird to introduce this whole system for. It's like, I mean, it's probably just like a few lines of code. Yeah, I guess it works. Yeah. They should explore that. They definitely should explore that.
Also, what I expect from Anniversary is a great new Esper skin. And I expect them to release more.
Oh, that's a given.
Esper.
They're gonna release another skin, that's for sure.
Like, I feel like they're doing it way too rarely. I feel like that would be a great selling point for Lilith to release Esper skins more frequently, especially since, like, with the M-Pass, right? I mean, it's not free to play, but I need to talk about it anyways because it's like the only thing where we get Esper skins right now, and it's only rare Espers. I feel like we got skins for every usable, like for almost every usable Esper, rare Esper in this game, and there's like nothing that really like. What else could they bring? Like a Bailu skin? Like no one really cares. Doesn't make sense. Like literally doesn't make any sense. No. So just start with introducing epic Esper to the M-Pass, so it's more attractive to everyone else, and also it isn't that expensive, and for the people who just like the skin and would like to have it, they can just spend a little money, which also just increases the income for Lilith to do better things in the future as well. Because at the end of the day, they're not doing the game for us to enjoy it. Like if everyone playing a gacha game would be free to play, that wouldn't work, right?
Yeah. I feel like skins are the best way to monetize the game, basically. Apart from, I mean, like packs are like the worst way. Like summoning currency is the worst way to monetize the game. But I think skins is like the best way. But of course they need to have a balance. They need to have like some free to play skins that forces like players to play for a certain period of time to get the skin. Like the Chloe skin, for example. They need to have more of such events.
True. I feel like Chloe was the only real free-to-play skin besides RTA. Yeah. I mean, RTA is some sort of free-to-play,
no way,
but you need the power behind it to get there.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, Master is
it's a hidden pay-to-win skin.
Yeah, but it's not really too hard to achieve Master. Maybe it's just our way of thinking that Master isn't too bad, but for other people it's quite tough to get there. So Chloe type of skin events would be great because that would incentivize. And if the skin looks great, like a lot of people log in, you have to play the game, you have to log in daily, do your stuff to get there, right? So that would be also.
Yeah, they need more stuff that requires players to log. Okay, back to the 700 summon thing, right? This was something that I brought about previously, which is don't set a limit to it. I think the main issue with it was there was a limit of 2 weeks. If they removed that limit and made it freaking 6 months, right? Holy shit. That's the best event ever. That is a true anniversary.
That's the greatest event.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Obviously.
Because it keeps people playing for 6 months to get the end goal. They should have done it.
And that's the Shimmer Legendary at the end of it.
Exactly.
Wait,
it's like something to look forward to. It's like the Shimmer at the end, right? Like someday you'll get a Shimmer guaranteed. It's like a Shimmer Legendary PT, but it's not like timed. Even though you get there, you open and it's a Tevo, you cry for 2 weeks.
Dude, John, don't mention it while talking to me.
I mean, I guess it sucks a little bit if you get a Tevo at the end, but at least it's free.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't happen to me because I already have him, so it's an unowned Shimmer at the end.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there would have been people who had no unowned Shimmers, right? So I think it would still give them a random Shimmer.
Yeah, if you have all Shimmers, it's random.
Yeah,
but
so
if you have
it still works.
Unowned, it's not random. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it still works. But for one of my Discord server members, he would then get his Tether. Amazing.
Finally, getting a Shimmer Legendary, which is F tier with no captain ability.
Is it really that bad?
Dude, he sucks so much, man. Like literally, worst
Oh
unit in
no.
the game.
Seriously?
Barden is better. Like
Well, not the worst unit in the game. He's underwhelming. It's like
he's
it's the
but he's
Elaine effect.
but he's legitimately the worst legendary Esper in the game, no doubt.
Legendary Esper.
No,
What?
no, not
Ife?
legendary Esper. Legendary Shimmer Esper. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe legendary
absolutely.
Shimmer.
Complete trash. Yeah, not
He sucks
legendary
in the
Esper.
sense that it would have been nice to have something else. Right?
Dude,
It would have been nicer to have something else.
Even Ife has more use than Teva because Ife you can at least use for Dark Starlord Team 1.
And you can use her in the Calamity Islands, I guess.
But Teva is
Oh
legit
no.
unusable. Legitimately unusable.
Oh,
I
talking
even
about
made a
Calamity
video
Islands.
legitimately made a video R2 Tavo, and that wasn't even like.
Oh yeah, I
let's not
watched that
talk-
one.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one. Nonetheless, yeah, I think that's our expectations for anniversary, right? Maybe double
We can
wish
move on.
stones. Maybe double wish stones. Maybe a 6-month period, 700 gold record thing. Abilimons, free to play skins, quality of life improvement, a good event in general. What else? 100 gold records for everyone.
Yeah, I think that is needed. Oh wait, hold on. In case everyone is not sure, so in the Discord server, Tiki, who is Tom, one of the DISLYTE mods, he's also a staff. He did mention that we need about 50 summons. I'm not sure exactly why, but he did mention 50 summons. So there is that. Something to
Okay,
think
then I will
about.
start
Oh,
saving my gold records today.
Yeah,
I'm at 0 right now.
I guess I'll say 50.
if you
I'm
can.
also at 0.
If you can.
And like I wasted it because I got I mean, if I can't, then
You were
I'll just
molding.
spend. But like, I wasted my records yesterday, and I got like 2 Gaias, and that's like R8, R9 Gaias. So I'm just like, oh my god, dude, fucking a.
Bro, I got R12 Gabby.
Ouch. Legit.
But that's besides the point. Let's move on to the next topic because we're like
Yes.
50 minutes in and we're just still at topic 1 out of 3. So the next topic we have for today is what do we want from future patches? So that's not about the anniversary right now, but what do we want from the future of DISLYTE overall? Corvin, I think you can start here if you want to.
Yeah, sure. I want warm-up match to be a permanent mode. I want it like if they can bring in knockout match, which is it's currently event wise. Like it's seasons that are split with 2 weeks in between and then 1 week active, right? So why can't warm-up match be a permanent thing and then it's split that way? And then I want like in terms of event, warm-up match should have events within it. 4 stars only, a total of 20 stars, and just like lobbies that people can spectate. You can put it on.
Yep.
I know now there's arena mode, but then you can't really spectate that.
Yep.
So I want it to be like, yeah, it's like a lobby room and then you have it inside because that would encourage streaming. Like streaming RTA is how gachas stay alive for long. And like,
True.
yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, right. So that's one thing that I want. Another thing, I know you said, I know you already touched base on this, but it would be nice to have AI control. Like for the Espers, be like this Esper is not allowed to use S2 on this stage, and then the next stage it prioritizes its second skill, stuff like that. That would be great.
Does Epic 7 have that feature?
No, it has it, but it's light. It's like you can't say it doesn't use whichever skill. You can choose in which order it does. So you can say start with S2 or start with S1. That makes it easier to like have one-shot teams, right? So you can't say don't use this skill, it will eventually use it, but then you can choose the arrangement at which it uses it in auto. So something like that, right? It doesn't have to be detailed. So that's something I want. And the long-awaited Shade Mother, I think me and you, M, have spoken a lot about
Yep.
this. And I would like Shade Mother to have swap stones, right? Instead of like just better grindstones. Like now instead of 4 to 5 speed, we have like a mythic stone that does 5 to 7. I don't want that. I want to be able to swap a specific stat line, right? Maybe you have resistance, crit damage, crit rate, attack in the substats. I want to be able to swap out that resistance into speed or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like whichever that I want. Yeah, so like that's what I would like Shade Mother to be. Can it be co-op? Yes, it can
It
be
will be
co-op,
co-op.
but I don't
It
want.
will be.
Yeah, I don't.
It will be.
Yeah, I don't want it to be live co-op. I don't want us to all be there. I want it to be co-op in a sense of how Sentinel Hunt is now. So basically, it has a live total, and then the more people attack it, the energy goes down. Something like that. I
Wait,
don't know.
how? How does
I
that
don't
work?
think that will be the case.
Like Forbiter and Sonica and stuff like that. As in, like, it opens up a room, and then like your friends or like a list of people can see it.
So it's like a
And as
raid boss.
people attack it, like a raid boss. Yeah, I don't want it like to be live co-op, as in like there's 1,000 Aspers on the floor fighting this one thing.
But I think it will be exactly like this, the second one. It won't be the first one, because the first one will be annoying, because then you have to wait for the people to do their attacks at one specific time, and it will annoy a lot of
No,
players.
it'll probably be
because then-
full auto.
No. The first one, this is what I'm saying. The first one is like, it's not at the, don't put a time limit like the ripple stuff that we get, not like the Meredith ripples.
Yeah, I know what
Like,
you mean.
Yeah, have it like someone discovers a Shade Mother run, right? And then you can just fight it. I don't know, like just the way we are fighting the Sentinel hunts currently. Like I don't want it to be forced per time. Like I don't want to sit in chat and wait for this one co-op team thing. Like I want to enter and see that, oh, these people shared these many Shade Mother stuff with me. Let me attack them. Instead of like forcing me to be in the game online all day to get a chance at Shade Mother, because that's one of my problems with co-op modes, is that it forces you to always be online at a certain time with like other people, so you are dictated by other people. I don't know.
I mean,
Like it feels like an MMO. It feels like an MMO, like World of Warcraft. Let's go do mythic dungeons or something. It can be fun, but then what if it starts being an obligation? You don't want to do mythic stuff.
It benefits
this Sunday.
people with friends. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can also play like pubs, right? I guess.
I can see it already happening,
Yeah.
that everyone is going to a certain channel, let's say, I don't know, channel 5, for
Yeah.
example. And then everyone just spams Shade Mother raid team, I have DISLYTE something, and then you look for people, or you log in and ask in your club chat, yo, I want to do Shade Mother, who's up? Then you can do it together. But I feel like it will be this case. It won't be like you say, Corvin, because I think that overcomplicates things. And also, I think Lilith rather wants to have a co-op feature, because that incentivizes the player, people to play together, and also you can talk while you do that stuff, And it's a feature where bullets will be disabled, because it doesn't make any sense, because you need 2 other people, right?
Mhm.
So blitzing is probably not working,
Blitzlight.
unless what I don't like would be a quality of life for you, for example, but I also don't like it personally, is you can set up a team, right? You can set up a team, and you're like all the people in your friends list set up a Shade Mother team, and then you go in Shade Mother, and then you use your friends team with you together, so you don't need them. You just pick their teams and farm it with them. And also it will probably limit it to once per day. So after you use the team, you cannot use it again. So that friend is blocked for the day, and you can use him tomorrow again. That would be a thing if you're like running low on time. You can use your friend teams once per day, and you run your own team, and then that's it. But it probably will not be a permanent thing where you can just use 2 friends and it stays there, and you can just farm it for yourself, because I think that would defeat the purpose of a co-op feature for Shade Mother. But I like, as we discussed, Kovian, we need gemstones. We don't need mythic grindstones, because what do mythic grindstones really do for us? They make PvE easier, but it doesn't change anything about PvP. Because getting higher like upgrades makes your PvE runs like faster, better, safer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change anything about PvP, because at the end of the day, everyone has to grind for it, and then it will be a race. And at the very end of it, you have the same stats, right? It doesn't change anything. It will just, units will deal more damage. They will be beefier. They will be speedier, but the speed is actually the same, because you just grind for the highest value and so forth. But getting gemstones, just the option to make your, like, to optimize the relics you have, especially since like 99% of the relics we get in the game are shit anyways.
I mean, it makes PvP. It does make PvP worse, actually, because it separates the whales from the free-to-play players, right? But I mean, I guess at this point, most players really understand the fact that whales will always win because of the reso system. The reso system makes it really bad. So I guess in terms of like free-to-play players, they might still like it just because they understand that they're not going to win whales, but they can do better in PvE or get a better score somewhere, right? Like you said. So I think it's still fine. They are definitely going to introduce it because they have already showcased the mythic boost stones, right? But if they want to make grindstones, which is to swap the substat, right? That's what it does, right?
Yeah.
I think it's still good, because a lot of people are having a lot of agony trying to find the perfect equipment.
Also, it helps with PvE as well.
It does, yeah, it does. But it definitely helps make people feel happier, I guess. I don't think anyone will be sad about it, right?
Yeah, because we're always hunting like these perfect substat relics, which we basically never get. Almost never get. And with a gemstone, if you get, for example, a superior with 3 super good substats you want, and that last one is a shitty substat you really don't want, and then you upgrade it to plus 15, and every roll gets into the substats you want, you don't feel bad about this relic, because you can just use the gemstone to swap that bad substat to something usable for you.
Yeah. Is that bad? Do you think that's bad?
No, that's actually very good.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, Quan
Yeah.
Quan had maybe add crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy boost stones. Why do you think they didn't add?
No.
I have an idea of why they didn't add it, but why do you guys think they didn't add it?
Because it is too, like, it's,
They cap. There's a natural cap for those. Well, I'm not sure about crit damage, but it's like accuracy has a natural cap, crit rate has a natural cap. So like just having
That's the reason.
like the main stats for those are too big.
It's too broken. Like, for example, it would also defeat the purpose of having, for example, a Fury set, because let's say you get a grindstone which gives you plus 5 crit
What's
rate.
Fury?
Fury is the set which gives you 25% crit rate if you have it equipped off.
Oh, fiery.
Yeah, I call it Fury.
Fiery. Oh.
Fury.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, continue.
But that's just too strong, because basically you get an extra 30% crit rate for free. For example.
Yeah.
So it's basically too strong in this game, because in Epic 7 we had those.
Yeah.
Literally every stat you can boost. Every single one. Yeah, like every single one you can boost. So maybe they ran the numbers on this one and they were like, oh my god. Oh
in
my
Summoners
days.
War you cannot
damage.
upgrade crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. Only the attack, HP, defense, and speed. That's the only one you can upgrade.
But yeah, I mean, maybe they added. Maybe with Shade Mother it comes. Who knows? But yeah, that's my 2 cents on like what I want to come in the near future. I'm not too excited about whatever Wonderland thing. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
guild content is fine now.
Yeah.
Just give Holo Battle rewards again.
Yeah, I wanted to
know.
say that too.
Yeah, I just
Holo
give
Battle.
Holo
Holo
Battle
Battle
rewards
relevant.
again. Yeah, and then that's fine. I think they can take a break on the Wonderland thing, take it out somewhere next year or like in December. I don't care.
I am
But
very
yeah.
afraid that might be very time consuming. Because right now I feel like
Mm.
I don't know, man. I feel like while there is like content in the game, there is also a lack of content. But I feel like if they introduce,
That's because of DISLYTE, yeah.
yeah, but I feel like they
Yeah.
introduce the Wonderland thing, which is like you can move around. It might make things very complicated. It might stop people from
Yeah.
logging in if they have to walk around. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Also-
that's very true. Like I think it's gonna be too much for guild content. That's what I believe, at least for now.
Also, it would be,
So guild content is fine.
You know what also would be cool? There's like two other things I want to mention. One is for PvP, that would be guild like club sieges.
Club Siege. What
where
what is that?
It's free clubs fighting each other with towers.
Oh, you mean like Summoner's War? Basically,
yeah,
you're just
yeah, something. Yeah, I'm
We need
I'm
Summoner's
basing it
War.
off ideas.
we
Yeah,
need
yeah,
Summoner's
basically.
War in DISLYTE.
Yeah, I mean the game was successful for a reason, right? And for 8 years, and it's still going strong. But on the other hand, which
I think it's just
would
sunk
also be
costs.
great.
I think the reason. Oh, freaking hell! There's a JYY here. I
Also
think it's
would
just
be-
sunk costs.
And also, what would be great is if we get two things, something like a world boss everybody attacks on the whole server to get rewards at
Oh,
the
yeah.
end when the boss goes down. That would be one great thing. And the other thing, if they would introduce something like a bar, like a hangout area for you, where you can go to a bar with all your Aspers, you can set them up to somewhere, and you can customize a little bit. Stuff like that, what you can do during off time.
I'm failing to picture that. I don't actually understand what you mean.
Like
No,
you
it's
have
like
your own personal like area where you can design everything, the room. You can sit down your Aspers on that specific table or something, and make it not so like, I don't know, boring. Like when you log into the game, everything looks the same for everyone, and you can just customize and make it your. You can decorate things and
Oh,
stuff
you mean
like
like customized gyrate? Sure.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
would
mean.
want to. Yeah. Yeah, customizing gyrate's cool, but I feel like what you're talking about is like global chat. You can still go to global chat and on probably chat is one of the places where people can see your accessories, like your avatar, your frame, stuff like that. If you were like Apex, you get that cup for a week. So you want chat to move from that small tab and to be like a separate area where you can go in and everyone can see everything that you have.
Basically, where they can look at your stuff, what you set up and everything. Also, what also be a quality of life improvement would be your Esper screen. So if you click on Espers, right, the only option we have to go through your Espers is just going from left to right. Like if we could do an optimization where you can just see more stuff, or like we have a different layout, something where you have a better overview of your Espers. Because sometimes you're scrolling left to right and you're looking for that Ahmed, which you cannot fight after scrolling 5 times, and then like 5 minutes later you
Yeah.
finally find him.
Yeah. No, I do think we should have multiple view layouts. Maybe changes into a square grid where you don't see the espers. Yeah, I don't know. But I think it would be cool. Like having options is always better, right? I don't see how if there's a toggle to say, hey, I want this to be a grid so that I can see everything, to like, oh, I like how it is, because everyone will just choose what they want. So options are always better.
What do you think, Daddy Free to Play?
Okay, I'm neutral about it. I'm kind of on the sidelines on like new content. I'm more of like I'll just go with the flow and figure out whether is it good or not. because sometimes I also feel like when they announce something new, I just get a bit too far ahead of myself, and I realize that actually it's not the case. Yeah, so.
What do you mean? You just interpret too much into it,
and
then it's not really that deep, but it's more simple.
Something like that.
And you.
Or maybe like
It's
it's not as bad as it seemed, or something like that. So I'm actually very neutral about new content that they might introduce, or like new mechanics and all that.
Yeah, I guess we have to see and
Okay.
wait, right?
Okay, yeah. So what do you guys think? I've mentioned the ones I've mentioned. What do you guys want the upcoming patches to look like? The next 6 months.
Yeah, chat. What do you guys want to see?
Oh, you're asking chat right now, Kovian?
Anyone, chat, you guys.
Okay.
Just
I feel like
if you want to answer, you can answer.
more content, good espers, more free-to-play friendly espers, which means more units that are usable at R0 and not start being used at R2, for example. Quality of life improvements, stuff like that.
Let's see what everyone is saying. They want QOL improvements, ritual boss.
Some new relic sets. What do you guys think? Which relic sets do you wish we had in DISLYTE?
So I said that once. I told that once to you guys. So we get one more ritual boss, right?
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, that one is
should.
promised. It's coming.
It's coming because there will be a fourth one. So 100% that I guess. Okay, it's not 100%. I think it's like 90% that we will get the blessing set back, which they removed from the game, right? That could be like
Yeah, divine blessing.
divine blessing, which could be potentially coming back with that. I don't think that set is good, but still it could be coming back, right?
With the new boss, yep.
Also, there are like other sets I would like to see. That set where when you lose HP a certain amount, that boosts your AP up. Like for example, for every 7% HP your unit loses, you gain 4% AP boost.
Summoner's War in DISLYTE.
Yeah, I mean that, but that would be cool. Then what else would be good? Kinda these sets which increase or sets in general that increase the stats of your other espers in the team. Maybe.
Oh, you mean those?
Yeah. That would be good.
So, for
Summoner's
example,
War
you
in
have.
DISLYTE.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can base it off. To be honest, sorry if I suck at that.
No, it's
kind of
fine.
stuff.
It's fine.
Like for example, you have that set which gives all your other units 7% more attack, or 7% more HP.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, for example.
Yeah.
Do you
You
think
know
they'll break
which
the game?
set we are missing?
No, not really.
Probably not. Do you know which set we are missing that every RPG has that we don't have? A 2-piece set, defense penetration.
Wait, really? That's a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't know that set. I don't know that set, but that sounds actually strong.
Well, not that strong. It's like 20% defense penetration. But yeah, I would be happy to see that as a 2-piece because it's like DPS now. You just put them on fiery, but like what happens when you have enough crit?
Then you obviously put defense ignore in it.
Yeah, and then you go to town. I mean, might be our solution. Look where we are now.
Like 100% on
Yeah, like
every
defense is no.
Defense ignore you would put
No,
basically it on every DPS esper.
Yeah, it's good. It's like not like ignore 100% defense, but like ignore 15% defense. There's different numbers for these in multiple games. It ranges between 15 and 20.
I feel like that sounds very strong, to be honest, for DISLYTE. I don't know.
You mean
What do you
it's probably they won't do it because we don't have crit rate, crit damage stones for that same reason?
No, crit rate, crit damage is a thing which is, I don't know, like if Epic 7 has it, it could be a potential thing, but I feel like defense ignore could be unbalanced in DISLYTE. To a certain degree.
I think it's okay. I think defense ignore is fine. Because
You think so?
Yeah,
we have Elaine. We have Elaine. She proved that it doesn't really matter all that much.
exactly. And people aren't really stacking defense in this game. It seems like people fell in love with HP. They'd rather have 100k HP Sally with
And it
like
would
plus 600 defense.
also it would make
So-
R6 Nama a little bit more relevant. So his 40% defense ignore would be increased to 60%.
He's super relevant, dude.
Exactly.
He's
So-
freaking relevant now. What do you mean?
Yeah. No,
I never
you
see
can't
anyone
auto a
use-
Nama
What?
team with a tank.
Wait, we
I
need
never see.
Really?
No one
we need
uses
Oni Nama.
in high.
No
in
way,
high rank.
dude. Nama is freaking
only-
good now.
No, I saw whoever has the Only Nama channel. I actually
Yeah,
saw his point of
Fluid
defense, I
get here.
attacked him, and I had no- like fluids, I attacked him once, like it didn't do anything.
Oh, because you
It was
outsped
like-
him.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you can outspeed him, yeah, that's
But the problem with him is and we're going off topic here, but he just needs way too much setup. And that's
Yep.
also where we can come up with the next future, what we want from future patches. As per balancing, by the way, guys. We
yeah,
forgot about that.
100%. 100%.
Buff certain units, nerf certain units, or nerf resonance abilities, buff resonance
Ooh.
abilities, something like that.
Ooh. How do you feel about, because
It's a very
nerfing and
contentious
buffing
topic.
now has to include resonances. Yeah. How do you feel about resonances being part of the nerfing and buffing topic? Well, it's crazy. Imagine you fucked up for R6 Sally and then they're like, that R6 ability seems OP. Let's change it.
Yeah,
How
well,
would,
then they
how
should
would you
do that.
feel?
Then they should do it, that, and
Ooh.
you get. I don't even know what they would give out for compensation for that shit. By the way, I have no idea what they would, what they could potentially give you as compensation. Let's just assume you have whatever unit. Okay, let's say you have a R6 Liling. It doesn't really matter. It could be any other unit. Let's say you have an R6 Liling, and they decide to nerf his resonances to the ground. That he's like super, like you don't need any reso on him because his resonances suck. So they have to refund you for every reso point in the ESPA. How would they refund you the resos? And that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't do a reso nerfing yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think-
shouldn't, but if they do, they should give you like something like a general, I don't know. Because like there's a danger of you using it on your shimmers. Like if you were to able to reset your resonances, like when you reset that ESPA, you take your abilimons, take your XP, and also take like reso tokens. That could be crazy because you can then take it to another one. So you're always rotating R6s. I don't know.
Also,
I don't
another
know.
good quality of life, just off topic real quick, is if you have a unit at R6, you cannot pull it anymore till you have everything R6.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Like I'm sick of pulling R10, R12. I'm up to R12 with hide. Like stop, please.
Yeah, same with me with the gap. Please stop giving me gap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, at least the one good thing about that change would be, let's say you have a shit unit at R6. At least in your mind, you think, well, I got it R6 now, at least I will never see that unit again.
Oh, contentious topic. Here we go. It's good in general, I guess. But
What's the topic?
going beyond
That's our
R6.
Oh yeah.
That is not gonna happen because we have mono prisms in the game. So it's not gonna happen.
But the mono prisms suck. Like, oh,
My
you got a
God.
legendary Esper. We compensate you with a shimmer record, which will be blue.
Well, you gotta think of the
99.9% of the time.
Lilith games need to make money, so they will not do protect you 100%.
Yeah,
That's
that's annoying though. That's annoying.
But yeah,
But yeah, but we are
free to play.
well
What do you think about future patches?
when it comes to like balancing, I guess.
Wait, balancing?
Mm-hmm. Because we discussed a lot of future patches stuff, and I think, did you say stuff about future patches? I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
just future patches in general. I'd like to hear like your thoughts, but I am not sure about Esper balances because yeah, there's a lot of issues with that. It changes the meta, it changes, makes people want to quit, all that kind of stuff. But what I want to see in future patches, I guess just events that retain player base. I care more about the game's longevity. So in terms of content, I don't know. Surprise me. But in terms of things they can do to retain a player base, I think I care more about that. So login events, like we talked about the 700 summons over a period of time, stuff like that. Things that makes players want to log in. I mean, like our current daily login bonus is like so shit. It's not shit. Okay, I retract it. It's not bad, but it's not exciting at all. It's not gonna keep players. It's not the whole point of daily logins is meant to keep players logging back in, but it is not doing it. Because it's not exciting. So I guess they need to work on the daily logins, make it a little bit more exciting. QOL changes, yes, for sure. I mean the QOL right now is pretty good. So I don't really know what else they can do aside from like AI adjustments, all that kind of stuff. Grindstone, I'm not so sure about grindstones just yet. I feel like it was a good call to postpone Shade Mother a little bit. Because if not, things would have like the game would have ended a little bit too early, I think.
Wait, why do you think it ends the game early?
Because we have
Because-
everything too soon. Like
Yeah.
you need to give players an
Time.
objective. Yeah, you need to give them time. If you just throw everything in, then the free to plays they're going to suffer a lot. So yeah, I don't really have like a lot of thoughts about.
Yeah, I agree with the time part here, because I felt like at the beginning they released new kind of content too soon. It felt like they released it too
Desolate
soon.
Lands, right?
Also, yeah, for example, one of the things, they made content quite hard as well. And the next thing is also, since we got the Japanese server now, they need to catch up too, because who knows what will happen in the future. Maybe at some point the player base shrinks down to a level where they have to merge the servers, so so they can retain the player base, for example, and then the Japanese player need to be at least some sort of ready to be able to compete with the global players, for example. And if they don't do that, for example, still the Japanese server, like they just started a month ago, they need to farm relics, they need to get their teams up, they need to do Desolate to upgrade their relics, they need to pull Espers. And if they release Shade Mother right now, for example, then there's another content they need to do.
Is it necessary though? They're not competing with us, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just overwhelming at the beginning.
They could just not release it there.
They won't do that because they release everything at the same time on all servers.
Yeah. That's the problem. They made them different servers, but then they have like content at the same time. Like normally when Japanese games are ahead of global, what these publishers do is that they let the Japanese one to be ahead and then global will be behind. So you get like rehashes or something. So I think they should have rehashed them. Minus the SSM stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
Also, they shouldn't release too much content too fast or back to back, because as I just mentioned, it will overwhelm the player base. And also we need like small things from time to time, so we get something new which we can grind for, we have enough, we gain enough time to grind for it, and then we get a new content which we can grind naturally or organically. And if we get too much at the same time, it gets overwhelming, and then you play a catch-up game, and then most likely the people with the better Espers and the relics and more stem packs are able to get the advantage over all the others as well.
spam packs. That's true. Well, so
Do
you
they
guys are
need- yeah.
thinking we won't be getting any long-term new content just because of KR and JP?
I feel like Shade
No,
Mother will be released.
I have a
October,
strong feeling
November.
they are going to dump content. As in, they are definitely going to throw content out for the playbase. I'm very sure of it. Like, just given by the patches recently, I'm pretty sure they're picking up a lot. Like, their goal right now is to keep DISLYTE afloat. Because there is Honkai Star Rail coming up, right? I like to talk about this. So Honkai Star Rail is coming up on the 26th, and it is super freaking clear that they wanted to stop players leaving DISLYTE and going to Honkai Star Rail, and that's why they had the login events from 25th of April all the way to 2nd of March or something like that, right?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. So they are definitely going to have to compete, and they want to compete. So they're definitely going to throw a lot more stuff. That's for sure. I'm very sure about it.
So I guess they will make the anniversary patch a banger patch in that sense, because
It has to be.
So as you just said, they purposefully made it so that the lock-in starts with the 25th because of Honkai Star Rail. And on the other hand, the anniversary patch needs to be some sort of banger patch for the people to continue. Because if the patch is disappointing, then I feel like, oh, fuck that shit, I'm going to play HSR now.
Yeah, but that's a very difficult thing for them to do right now, because how are they going to beat the current patch, right? A lot of people are raising that, and I also believe that it's freaking difficult to beat whatever that we have right now. How much more freebies can they provide before it becomes like, oh, this game is just trying to prevent end of service? But yeah,
No, that's not.
I have no idea what they're going to do at all. I have no clue.
I mean, I don't know. So when is the anniversary for Lilith? Because I saw some 10-year Lilith anniversary thing. Is it on the same day as DISLYTE launch?
Yes, 10th of May. I had no idea it was on the same day as well.
So it's the exact same day. That's crazy. So it might be big. Like, what is okay, I'll pose this question then to everyone, including chat. What is a big DISLYTE patch?
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah.
I think no one knows
patch
because
was big, right?
Yeah, this patch was huge. This patch is huge. There was so much in this patch.
Especially they had a 13-minute cinematic for Leora.
Yeah, exactly.
They pulled out all the ad stops. They were, asking all kind of creators to do the advertising for the game. There was Markiplier ad push as well, right? There were free Aspers.
Yeah.
3 Camille. There was Uday. There was Elaine. Leora wasn't half bad. Uday was great. Camille, we are still to see, because really, I mean, everyone sort of lost hype after we saw it's gonna take probably 2 months to get her.
If that is even enough.
Okay, maybe I have one expectation of what I want from the ANNI, a new expectation, which is for the event itself to not just be during the ANNI period, but to extend over a period of 2 months minimally.
Oh, I just had an idea for the. I also just had an idea. I don't know. Don't ask me what it is, but like giving DISLYTE a facelift.
What's that? Botox?
Like, I don't know. Like, no. I mean a facelift with gyrate, that like when you log in, the screen looks different. For example, that the UI looks different. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Maybe they optimize the look of the units, because I don't know if it's just me, or if you feel like the same way. If you go to your Espers, right, the cards we have at the bottom, they look amazing. The cards look amazing, right? But if you look at the 3D, like the 3D model of the Espers, I feel like they don't look that great, to be honest. Like, for example, Jinyu Yo, for me, she looks weird.
In the 2D or the 3D?
Weird.
The 3D. The
3D looks
2D
weird.
looks amazing. The 2D looks amazing, but the 3D looks weird.
I feel like they have an issue with some of the. I feel like it's true both ways. So, for example, maybe let's see. Okay, so Jinyu is one of them. Ashley is also one of them. I feel like Ashley looks better in her 2D, but there are Espers who look better in their 2D. I just can't think. I talked about this to a few of my Discord members before. There are some 2D art that just looks so weird.
Yeah,
Jiangman looks so weird. Like so out of place.
and Luyan, Loyan, is that
Loyan.
him? They
Loyan?
changed. Yeah, he used to look awful, and then they changed his 2D.
Yeah, they did. They changed his icon, his character's
Yeah, his icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, his 2D icon art. They changed.
Long
that. He
Mian
used to
did they
look weird.
change? Long Mian, they changed Long Mian.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Long Mian
Did
looks
they?
better now, the card. The 2D.
Oh yeah,
they did. They
yeah.
look different. They changed Long Mian, they changed Anki Chai. What else did they change? Did they change Leon?
Jacob Snake.
Jacob Snakes.
Yeah.
Those looked completely different. Like those were not the same snake.
There's so many memes about Jacob Snake.
Yeah.
But they changed a little bit, I think. But yeah, I mean, maybe like as I said, some sort of facelift to the game. I don't ask me exactly what, but some sort of facelift that the game looks nicer. But I feel like that would be a very huge and big fat patch to make that happen.
I mean, if it's just a 2D art, I think it's quite easy because they are throwing out a lot of 2D art anyway, so they can just
Yeah, every
prioritize
patch
that.
has new 2D art.
Yeah. But if you're talking about 3D art, that's tough. That's gonna be tough. Okay, what else do we want from future updates?
I don't know. I think we discussed a lot of stuff: quality of life, shade mother, decks, good units, stuff like that.
No. I know. What Quanta is
really?
saying. That got me thinking. We need the Japanese VAs in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely,
yeah,
100%.
1,000%.
100%, 1,000%. I want to change the language from English to Japanese.
Yeah.
And ripple boxes, by the way, since someone mentioned it in the chat, we almost forgot. Ripple boxes, please bring them back, please.
Yep.
You are never getting
the 50, the 50 stickers suffering from club. Taking you almost 2 months.
Oh,
there's no way. Like the profit rise they got from Resonance was so great. We are never getting those ripple up boxes back.
Yeah.
I was looking at Sensor Tower. We moved from like a 1 to 2 million game to a 3 million game.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean,
per month. Yeah, that's
Nikkei
great.
is-
There aren't many 3 million games. I mean, Nikkei is 50 million. But
20 plus, 25
yeah,
mil.
that's Genshin numbers, right? That's Genshin numbers. But like 3
more,
to
no,
5?
less than Genshin, I think. Genshin's like 100 mil, right?
Fucking A.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure about it. Like Genshin is like insane. Like if someone in chat can like remind us how much Genshin earns a month.
Oh, that would be actually good. Someone made the suggestion, but I will just modify a little bit. Give us ripple up boxes for holo battle rewards.
That's a good way to incentivize players to do holo battles. Yeah, but it's definitely going to
100%.
suck if you come from like a shitty club.
But that would incentivize the players to rally up, getting into better clubs, or make your club more active. I think that would be a good change, because then you're like, okay, guys, do your attacks. We need our ripple up boxes.
That's what you'd think.
I guess they should test it. Yeah, they should test it in an event, right? Like maybe 2 weeks, 2 cycles of holo battles, and see how it works out. And if people are complaining, then okay, maybe they can try to tweak it.
Also they can check out if what do you call it again? If the participation increases with ripple up boxes as a reward for holo battle. Like if they see a bigger number of players suddenly doing holo battles, that would be great as well, right?
Yeah. I mean that is one thing.
Ripple boxes would be a great incentive for doing holo, and everyone benefits from doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Because right now we don't get anything from holo. What's the point of doing holo at this point?
It's going through a testing phase, I guess. Like to see what people think.
And they can just balance it that, like, I don't know, like you need to be top 1% to get Ripple boxes. And I mean, top 1% isn't, like, let's be honest, it's not that big of a deal to reach. And then you're getting into top 100.
I think they should do it like
which-
KO, like knockout. So 1% is really hard to reach, by the way.
Really? Do you think so? For a club?
Yeah.
I mean, club is like a lower number.
But there are many small clubs. And by preventing...
Yeah, just go to chat. You'll be surprised at the number of crowns you see. Not many. And I think that's 1%. No, if I'm
But-
not.
Yeah, but the thing right now is we don't get anything from Holo. That's why you don't see that many crowns, to be honest.
See, I mean, channel 2 and there's no crowns. Yeah, but then if everyone's not doing Holo, then everyone should be close to 1%.
Oh, crown is top 10%.
Yeah, they
I mean, they
changed
could
it.
start with.
It's even 10%. Look at that. But going to chat now, I mean, channel 2, I see
mean, then
0 crowns.
Then they could do the Ripple Up boxes starting with top 10%. What do you guys think?
I feel like it should be like one box for the top 50% and maybe 2 boxes for like the top 10%, and that's it. That's it.
And
anything above that, maybe just Nexus crystals, but
You think so? Maybe not like top 100, you get 1 box more?
I feel like they
incentivize-
shouldn't make it hyper competitive. In terms of DISLYTE, if it needs to compete with other gacha games, it shouldn't be extremely competitive. Because there will be people who will be competitive, but for the general population, because you have to understand that money that DISLYTE makes is not the whale's money, it's the dolphin's money. And the small spenders, the people who buy the monthly packs, those are the people who get the biggest bulk of revenue for DISLYTE. So you need to cater to these people. The whales are still going to spend because they have nothing else better to do with their money, right?
Whales will whale.
Yeah, whales will whale. So you got to figure out where the biggest bulk of your money comes from, which is the small spenders, which is about 30% of the population. So if you're able to make those people happy, yeah. So that's why I'm thinking, like, for whole battles and all that, the game shouldn't be super freaking competitive. Like how Point War is right now, it's not super competitive because the distance between Point War 12 and Point War 18 is a few hundred Nexus crystals. It's not a major difference, especially since those whales who needed to get to Point War 18, they would have spent hundreds and thousands of Nexus crystals anyway, which is not sunk cost, but is that cost that they incurred doesn't make sense to reach Point War 18, I should say.
That is true. Last week I went for Point War 18. That last hour I spent like 2k crystals.
What?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to end in Point War 18. Just wanted, like, I never did. Like, I always enter, but then I never finish in Point War 18. So I just wanted to finish there, just to say I did it once.
I'm so surprised that you haven't reached there. But actually, I'm super surprised that you're not even level 100. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Dude, I'm actually living. Look at that.
But why are you not even 100?
Touching grass, I don't even know. But
Oh,
I'm
that
probably
makes
gonna
sense.
get close now. Yeah.
Where did M go?
Okay, guys, I'm back.
back.
I'm back. Had to do something. Okay, so that we don't forget about our topics for this podcast today is the last point we have, which is current state of the game, because we don't want to get this out of hand, right?
Yeah.
So current state of the game, Kovian, start please. What do you think?
Current state of the game, I think it's chilled. I mean, the game is super easy to play. Like, before they added Blitz to all these things, I was starting to feel burnout, like creeping. So I feel like we've moved to a stable place. Let me just say I have my issues together now. Like, I get in, I do this, that, and that, and it's much more easier, I guess. It's fine for now, but it will get boring over time. So that's the one problem. But I can't complain about the state of the game now, especially this patch. I feel like the Espas they took out were fair. Nothing was overly bad, and if it was bad, it was just given to us. Nothing was overly good. So basically, no complaints. I like the state of the game right now.
I think Yude was overly good.
Yeah, but they
She's
gave us for
freaking
free.
crazy, dude. Yeah, she's free.
Mhm.
She's insane.
Exactly. Yeah. So she was good, but then she was a good gift, you see.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like, yeah, the game is in great shape currently.
That's all?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I've said a lot in previous points, so I'll just leave the floor open.
Yeah, fair. I feel like the game is definitely in a much better place. Like, oh fuck my Embla. It's definitely improved a lot, obviously, just going by the numbers. And the fact that they were able to quadruple their player base. Is it quadruple? No, triple. More than triple, actually. Within one patch, right? That's amazing. And all the comments that you're seeing right now, they are always good comments. I probably only have one comment that is like negative about DISLYTE. But I'm 100% sure that that guy doesn't even play DISLYTE now. He's just coming back to talk shit, right?
True.
Yeah, but
Basically.
Yeah,
it's in a really good state now. Can't really complain about anything except that they are freebies. I don't know how free they are going to continue. I don't know how they're going to progress for the subsequent patches with their freebies, because if they give out too much, then they're not going to survive. But if they stop giving out, people are going to be like, oh damn. So that was what DISLYTE was all about. They were just trying to get players back in, and then they just bailed after the anniversary, right? Just to like quick cash grab and all that kind of stuff. A lot of things can go wrong moving forward.
Yeah. True.
So
yeah, that's true.
I am like, I don't even know what. If they continue being so, like, if they continue giving us so many freebies, it is bad, in a sense. It's less bad than taking away, of course. So I don't know. I don't really have an opinion, basically. Like, I just like to see what's coming up next.
What I can say of the current state of the game right now is I actually like the current patch. The current patch, in my opinion, is actually one of the best patches we got in a long time, to be honest. I mean, we're like tomorrow, probably tomorrow, if they don't delay it, we get the preview for the anniversary.
Yeah.
And this patch didn't feel so long, in my opinion, compared to the others, because back in, like, you know, like,
Yeah,
what is
100%.
what is the most hype time for DISLYTE, if we're real? The hype time is when the new preview drops, and we go into, then we get the patch notes, we can go to PTR, we can see what's the new patch all about. That's the biggest hype time. Then the patch drops, and usually what happened in the past patches was, after a week, the patch was dead, and everyone was like, okay, game is stale, and now we have to wait another 2 weeks before we get a new preview. But for this patch,
it felt
with
super
Leora
fast.
and Eline, it felt fast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I'm super bored right now, because we had a lot of things going on. We had Knockout during the right time. We had the Ultimate Spire. We had the event. We had the new units, the freebies and stuff and everything and so forth. Which we grinded for, and tomorrow we already get the new preview, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
So I feel like this patch is was one of the best patches we got in a long time.
The timing was great. Yep.
Yeah. The only thing that is missing, and I mentioned it earlier, is just the Esper balancing. That's the only thing I want to see more frequently, because it's not just about nerfing, which I also mentioned in my tier list, but it's like buff units, at least. Buff units. Give some units time to shine in the game. That's what I really want to see.
I have a question about that. Like, especially in terms of legendaries. Like, without mentioning Meme Tavor, who else really needs a buff?
Nama needs a buff, for example.
No way. No shot.
Exactly. 100% Nama needs a buff.
No shot.
I don't think Nama needs a
no
buff.
shot. No shot. Nama's broken.
Okay.
No shot.
No, look, no. The
a
thing
buff
is,
to be a little bit more relevant.
No,
So let
no
me
way.
I don't think so.
No way.
Like
Because-
he's in a good state now, in my opinion, because you can win normal comps by just being faster, right? But that is his balance because normal comps can absolutely one shot my defenses, and my defense is like freaking OP broken meta shit right now.
But the problem with Nama is he's only relevant at R6. That's one of the things. I don't want to go into deeper right now. Then also, I just want to mention the units, right? Dona is a unit which needs a buff as well. JJ,
No, how
in my
would you
opinion.
buff Dona though?
I don't know what they can do, but
Dona's
he just
problem is not Dona. It's the fact that defense scaling no longer deals enough damage because the health pool is too big.
Yeah.
So Dona, for
It's
example,
not him. Like he's not the problem.
Yeah, he's not a problem. It's the meta that's the
HP
problem.
buff, yeah,
It's
exactly.
the meta.
He's just off meta.
Then I just want to mention a couple more units. The sisters need a buff in a certain way because they are kind of useless. Ife needs a buff in a certain degree. JJ needs a buff, in my opinion, because of the HP boost and the resonances. Like he does literally nothing. Like even in demon mode, he does nothing. And that's just a couple of legendary units to mention, which need. I don't say they need like the craziest buff of all time, but just like small, slight adjustments, maybe to the numbers or to the effects or to the resonances, at least something.
Yeah,
Give them something to be
for
a
sure.
bit more better. And then also, and that's for the legendaries. And for the epics, we have a lot of epics which are completely unusable in the game. Like Nicole, for example, is unusable. Like then we have the meme lord himself, which is, wait, let me check his name real quick because I forget it. Arcana. In the game since day one, it's still irrelevant after 2 buffs. For example, like make like buff certain units which do not even see play. And I know they have the statistics. They have the statistics of which you like the percentage of usage for the units, and make some sort of adjustments. Like example, Joza, they buffed Joza to be relevant in APEP at least. So that was a good buff, for example, because they changed APEP, right? So make like small or like at least buffs to units so they can be used at least. They don't need to be meta defining, but at least buff them so people can use them
Make them
as a
useful at least.
replacement.
Yeah. Regarding Jacob, right? I think he's at this point, he's probably just memed. Oh my god. Oh, freaking hell. He's probably just memed because I will show his kit in a bit, but he has petrification and he cannot miss. Like his third skill. He's actually a lot better than he seems. I should just show his stats right now. Fuck man, my run is fucked.
And
Yeah,
someone
okay, while we wait for that, what are research chips?
also one guy just mentioned it. I wanna just give more like I wanna put awareness to it to Lilith. Remove HP boost, remove HP boost, remove HP boost.
I doubt that's gonna happen. It's a
I
dream.
still think
That's
at
not
least
gonna
at
happen.
least lower the number of it. It's ridiculous with the resonances. But that's probably I'm one of the lower part whose opinion is the HP boost.
Yeah, I think
But
they
yeah.
should lower it. Like I was watching Sturby stream, and like the Lewis dealt like 90k damage, and like that JYY was still standing. I was so confused. I'm like, how much HP does this thing have?
Some of my experts
Like
have above 100,000.
That's insane, man. That's insane.
It do
Like
be like that.
you can't have that much. Yeah, it can't be 100k plus because it still looked healthy, but it just received 90k damage.
Yeah.
I
that's
do
my
agree
opinion.
that
At least
it
it should be at least lowered. At least that's the at least what I want to see. And I feel like in art for warm up mesh, it has definitely no place to be there at all.
Warm.
zero.
Like it
For
has
sure, yeah.
zero place in warm-up match.
Yeah, 0.
Because let's be honest, like if you're looking into the future, right? Warm-up match is probably the most hyped thing for longevity for this game because of potential esports, casting stuff. And also, as we just, Kovin, you made the suggestion earlier, make a lobby room where we can inspect matches, right? So,
Yeah.
like for you, Daddy Free to Play, if you're running out of ideas for making YouTube videos, for example, what you can do is you can set up a RTA off-season tournament, and the winner gets, I don't know, a $50 Amazon or Google Play gift card,
Tiger sponsored.
for example.
M sponsored.
Something like that, you know. You can do something with it, and it's also hype to commentate over these things.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like Schizo, Drew Bagel. He does that a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean it's good. I guess let's let them cook on that one.
I feel like
I don't know.
they introduced the HP boost just because of how broken the speed meta is right now. So it's like a band-aid
It was
solution.
Yeah, it's a
Gaius,
band-aid.
Gaius
Liling,
was-
Ashley. Those were the days.
It
So I
was
think it's
actually
just a
not-
band-aid
not-
solution.
Those were the days.
It
Oh,
wasn't really
no.
Liling necessarily, but it was the combination of Ash and Gaius that made them introduce the HP boost. But I feel like nowadays with the new Espers, with Ethan, CJ, and so on and so forth, I don't think HP boost is necessarily that needed, to be honest, because CJ counters tank teams very hard. And I don't know how you guys feel. Like, I don't know what it is with at least R2 CJ, but for some reason I feel like his kit is broken. Not in a sense that he's overpowered, but more like it works in a way
it
which
works
it
weird.
should actually not work, right?
I have
The
tested.
damage makes no sense.
Yeah, I've tested his
The
kit.
damage makes zero test.
It is based on max HP. CJ Changji, it is based on max HP, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what the maximum HP is. There is definitely a cap to it. I've
Yeah.
tested this with Fluid as well. But damage wise, it seems like he hits 300% multiplier very easily. So like if the enemy has like 30k HP, you are already at 300,000. 300% multiplier. That's why his damage goes up like crazy.
Also, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand the wording behind it because I max skilled mine yesterday, CJ, because I have him R2 now. But it says damage scales with enemies max HP up to 400%.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what
That's
does
what I
that
mean.
even mean?
So-
Like
What does that
100% of
Yeah, that's
your
what I was getting at.
HP is your HP. Like that's my confusion. Is 100% of your HP is your HP. So like,
So
what's
what's
400% of someone's HP? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, there is a cap. Okay, so the way I understand is there's a cap to enemies max HP. So based on that cap, I'm not sure what the cap is. Maybe it's like 50k, for example. If it's 50k, then when the enemy has 50k max HP, you're gonna deal that 50% of your defense in damage times 4. That is there is a cap to it. So I was testing this out a little bit actually. I can show you guys. Okay, so let's just go to VR Battlegrounds. Unfortunately, the both of you will be you'll be lagging a little bit. But CJ, wait, come on. I need to give him stuff.
Someone in chat is like, "Wait, Kenji's good."
He is.
Little
CJ
do
is
they
broken,
know.
man. CJ is
Little
broken.
do they
R2.
know.
CJ is broken.
R2
And you know-
broken, R6 Giga broken.
And
Yeah, R6 is just
yeah,
irrelevant. I think they need to change him. Ethan as well.
And like, you know, back then when CJ dropped it, I read his skill set. I said like, I skipped him not because like I knew that the swap thing, like HP swap thing, is a thing, but I didn't know that on top of swapping, he does insane damage, like on top as well.
He does freaking 30,000 damage without a defense break. It's insane.
Yikes.
He's doing crazy levels of damage, but oh frick, I'm lagging a little bit, but let me just show you the difference, like how his third skill
CJ
works.
DJ can one-shot a height, by the way.
Possible.
He
No,
has.
it's very likely. It's very likely. Yeah.
Yeah, he has. I've looked at my replays and I'm like, dude, because I've been trying to understand what that unit actually does. So I'd hit like a CJ defense, look at the replay, and I'm like, it's different damage every time. It's crazy. At that time, it's like the same CJ, the same setup. And yeah, I don't know. I believe he's bugged somehow. They're just gonna leave him like that until there's no more tag meta, and then they're like, hey, we fix Kang G. Like, I'm fully expecting something like that to happen.
Okay, let me show you guys. I'm up against level 60 enemies, so their HP is less than level 70 enemies. So let's see the damage, right?
Also, you can crit as well. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm not on any crit set or anything. I just dumped random shit onto him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
But you can
no.
crit.
Oh no.
Kevin Hart, I got to
So-
tier 18 by just autoing everything. So I think it's possible, yeah.
Anyway, 9,700 damage on this guy here, this berserker. 9,700.
And the left one was 1,300.
Yeah, but it's not gonna matter so much when I show you. Okay, so current level I changed it to level 70, so now they have more HP. They have more HP and more defense, so we should be doing less damage because they have more defense, but what you see is that we are still dealing more damage because the enemies have more HP. It surpasses the fact that the enemies gain defense.
Then also on top of that, you have
10k,
the
yeah, there you go.
buff, defense break, and if your unit's like lower level HP, it does more damage as well.
No. I've tested it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you are selecting an ally with less HP or more HP. You're asking about Changji's S3,
Then it's just
right?
then it's just the swap thing, right?
Yeah, it's just a swap. That's it. It doesn't affect his multipliers at all. The multipliers
Okay.
come in based on the enemy's max HP. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So we
I
did
see.
10,000 on this guy here. So yeah, there you go. So we can actually just keep going up and going up and going up, and we reach a point where the enemy's defense just becomes a bit too much. But yeah, maybe you can try going up a little bit. Level 80 enemies.
Yeah,
So
let's see.
there is a cap to the enemy's max HP. I'm very sure of it. That's how you hit 400%. But I do not know what that cap is. It's super freaking hard to test. I need to do like RTA. So let's see again.
Probably.
11,000. We are increasing our damage, even though the enemies have their defenses up by 1,500 right now from level 60. Their defense has more than doubled.
Yeah.
Right?
And he still does more damage.
And we are still dealing more damage. Yep.
CJ.
So level 100 enemies, right? They have 60 plus thousand HP.
But it just scales from their max HP somehow.
Yeah.
Even though the defense is up high. So the HP scaling is stronger than the defense.
Okay, no, now our damage is a little bit less. Okay, so there is a cap. Now we are doing 8,000 damage, but it's partly because of the defense that they have, but there is a cap somewhere. I think it's about 50k.
Okay.
So it's still going to be very viable in PvP. That's why it's dealing so much damage.
Yeah. Right. But I feel like there's something weird going on with this kid. I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what
seems a bit weird. I understand.
is.
They have to explain his kit a little bit better, I guess.
Also, did we also ask chat about now potential names for the podcast? I think someone made some sort of suggestions as per Union Chiefs and other names like, I don't know.
Grandis Vibes podcast. I like to use something related to the game. I think it's quite cute.
Obviously, we need something related to the game because the podcast will just be all about DISLYTE. So
Yeah, but not just like DISLYTE podcast, for example. Like Grandis something. I think that's fine. Like Esper Union something. That sounds not bad.
Gyrate something.
Oh wait, you guys want to see only Namas killing me? You can.
Union Lounge, Evening Sounds.
Evening sounds.
Evening
Oh
Sounds.
no.
Evening
Mummy free to
Sounds
play is
podcast.
shy.
Uh,
Hey, Mummy free to
Wait,
play.
hold on. CJ is good. CJ is good, Rapid. You just need him R2 plus.
so someone
Uh,
said, we can make it. So someone said Union Lounge, which Union Lounge podcast.
Mummy free to play, we love you.
Esper Chozone kind of looks, Daddy Stars podcast. No, that doesn't make sense because it has to involve all of us
Yeah,
for that.
it's for all of us. There is
Gyrate podcast. I type all this stuff.
Someone mentioned Abigail City. What was that? Utgard?
Utgut.
Utgard.
Utgut.
Utgard City or something.
Utgut, yes.
Esper Union Nerds. Esper Escapades.
Spy escapades. Oh my god.
I feel like that's a tongue breaker. I feel like that's a tongue breaker. Yo,
I
welcome
just call
back
it
to
EE.
Esper.
It's fine.
Welcome back to Esper. I cannot even.
Exactly.
Esper Escapades podcast. Kind of double E podcast. Now back live.
Espa Outcast. Espa Union Basement.
Yeah, I hope people could. I'm not sure how can I collate ideas from people, apart from just the chat.
Oh, X Hertz Radio, X Hertz podcast. Can we do that? Because those X Hertz Radio people have been
Yeah, I think they
I feel
are.
like
monopolizing their music, right? Like you can't use their music in our videos.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you can use that name.
So I saved like Esper Union's Chiefs, Union Lounge podcast, Gyrate podcast, Utgard City podcast. That's the stuff I just typed down.
M is basically our administrator.
What else do we have? Something. Gyrate Grifters.
Jerry Grifters. Wow. There you go.
What's a grifter? Sorry, I'm dumb.
I don't know either, but it sounds funny.
It's something.
Wait, you don't know?
Something.
Someone says Greywater podcast. Let's put that in as well. Greywater.
Grandis Vibes podcast.
A grifter is someone who, like swindles people money. Like you do some offish stuff.
Wait, what? Dribble is in the chat. Dribble, the Tankton Trolls. I kind of like it.
I mean, if Kovian and I had a Nusi, we could also name the podcast Nuva Enjoyer podcast, but we don't have those, so we cannot go with this name.
Nusi Enjoys.
Rub it in.
Nusi Enjoys, but we don't have it. We don't have it.
You're gonna be alone, Em. I'm gonna pull Nusi next patch.
Dude, I swear it
I
will
can
be
feel
salty.
it.
It will be salty.
I can feel it. It will just be you. It will just be you. She's
probably.
so close. I can feel
So
it.
I'm 90% sure that you will pull a Nusi before I do.
But you're summoning at a higher rate than I am.
Yeah, but I'm toning it down.
He's swiping harder.
Yeah, but that swiping didn't do much for me, so I will tone it down. Free to podcast, no, that name is too Daddy free to play oriented. That doesn't work. What do you guys think? Do we have enough names? Like, what do you guys think? We have Lightcast, we have Esper Units Chief, Union Lounge podcast, Gyrate podcast, Utgard City podcast, Greywater podcast. Is that enough? We can do
Shema Sanctuary.
Yeah, that sounds weird, to be honest.
I mean, why are we mentioning one organization? Well, names with the Shadow Union. What's the other one? It's Esper Union is Shadow
Union.
No, it's Shadow
Decree.
Yeah, that's Hyde's group, right? Yeah, something with Shadow Decree.
Shadow Decree podcast sounds a little bit too edgy.
It is. Actually is.
It's a little bit too edgy. Welcome back to the Shadow Decree podcast, episode 3. Now live.
no.
Watch now. 2 minutes into the podcast, ad break time. Welcome to our
Welcome back to
sponsor,
the Shadow Decree.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Actually sounds like that. Never mind then. Never mind. Are they just those two organizations? I think so.
Hard Pity
Oh my god, Hot
podcast.
Pity podcast sounds good. It sounds really good.
Hot
Okay,
Pity Oh,
Hot Pity
Hot
podcast.
I
That
like
actually sounds
that.
really good. Yeah, that
Hard
sounds nice.
Pity podcast. We will add that to the list. What do you
Raid
think of
Shadow
evening?
Decree.
What do
I
you guys
wonder
think
how that
of-
name came up. Sounds like a salty name.
Also, what do you guys think about Evening Soundscast? I feel like that sounds, I don't know. That if play?
No.
No? Okay, so one no is good enough for me, that we don't include it. And you didn't answer, so that's the second no. And I was on 50-50, so that's a no too. Okay, good. I think we have enough names, guys, and then we can
That's
just
enough
start.
names.
Everyone
feel
seems to
like we have
like
enough
Hot
names.
Pity podcast.
Okay,
It's
I feel like
hilarious.
so we have our names. We can, so you can just start a voting.
Yeah,
Ready for it to
I'll do
play?
a vote. I mean, we will find out 5
Someone
names.
said Miracle Man. Miracle Man.
The Golden Record Disc Booms podcast. No, I feel like that's too no.
No.
Miracle Man, no. Okay, we can. So we have Lightcast, As per Union's Chiefs, Union Lounge podcast, Gyrate podcast, Woodgate City podcast, Greywater podcast, and Hard Pity podcast.
We will figure out like 5, and I'll just submit a poll. So that
Okay, so then As per Union's Chiefs, let's cut that one.
As per Union's Chiefs.
I feel like we cut that one. Also,
like
we
cut that one too.
I feel like we should also cut Woodgate City podcast.
Yeah.
we can just do it
Let's
like offline. We can do. We can decide offline.
3, 4. We have 5 names, guys. We have 5. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll just poll people. Let them decide.
Yeah, let them decide. We have Lightcast, Union Lounge podcast, Gyrate podcast, Greywater podcast, and Hard Pity podcast.
Got it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for today's stream. That's all the things that we want to talk about, at least.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nothing.
Nah, that
I feel
seems like it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, guys. Everyone in the chat.
2 hours of
for
a
coming.
podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Thanks for listening to us.
Everyone in the chat. I just joined Sebastian.
Well, again, does Chad have any questions? I guess we can open the floor for like 30 minutes max.
Right, I will be back in a second. You can talk to chat in the meantime.
I'll give the chat
Okay,
10 minutes because I need to bathe and I need to take a dump.
10 minutes, Chad. When is the next patch? The next patch is in 2 weeks. So next week we're gonna get spoiler stuff, which is previews, patch notes, PTR server, and then that other week we're gonna get the patch.
Wait, what? Were you answering your question?
Yeah. I was
Oh.
looking at chat. Someone asked when is the next patch or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is the preview, hopefully. And in 2 days, the actual update notice, the update notice itself, the details. When can we expect another one of these kind of podcasts? For the time being, we are just doing it every 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. And Oh yeah, we still have to ask the guys. Okay, wait. I'll create a poll. I'll start a poll. Podcast live, online and offline. These are the options. Yeah, because we talked about this before the.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, yeah, guys, vote. Vote.
Evan Hart, how much have you guys spent? The hell? Don't count money going into gachas, you'll be depressed. Just know that I'm alive, I'm still well, and I'm not addicted to spending. So yeah.
What's up, Kat? Coley, come here.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Yeah. We're asking them whether they want to do it like live or offline.
What's the chat decides for that? Like, they 88% wanted online. Really?
Yeah, it's more fun. It's more fun, dude.
Yes, it's fun, but as I said before we started, like, with chat interaction. Also, which I want to mention, guys, we can do it online. I mean, if chat wants it online, I don't mind it. Which should be mentioned that, guys, if you don't know, we discussed that like I think a few weeks ago, that if it's playing Covian, that the podcast will rotate. That means that for this episode, the podcast will be available on the Free to Play stream. And then the next episode will be either on Covian's channel or on my channel, and so on and so forth. And then we have a cycle on which channel the podcast, like the episodes, go live to watch. In case you don't catch it up like live, you can watch the what or the podcast, like how it's supposed to be a podcast at the end of the day. Like you can listen to it. You don't need to watch it. You can just listen in the background while doing, I don't know, stuff at home.
I personally don't like rotating podcasts. Could we get a dedicated channel? I mean, it's kind of like the same thing, right? We're all still going to be here. I don't know, is there a reason why that is a problem? As for the time zone, we are just going to stick to our this current schedule. Yeah. It's going to be a short 2-hour break, 2-hour period that we have because of the time zone differences. Make a new channel for the podcast. Yeah, I mean you can sub. Just sub. Sub to Covian and M. Links in the title.
I mean, guys, we can also discuss the topic off stream and figure things out.
Yeah.
My opinion. How we want to do it for the future. But I'm actually excited and happy that we finally managed to do our first podcast, like real podcast together.
Yeah,
Last
finally.
time we did some sort of Q&A. And this time we did a podcast. Also, guys, in the stream watching right now, for those who didn't join 5 or 10 minutes ago, but watching for quite some time now, how did you enjoy the podcast of today? And would you like to see it in the future as well?
Oh, Seto asking the same question twice. Go for R2 Kenji, Seto. R4 Intesa is not going to do anything for you.
R6 Intisa though. Ooh.
R6 Intesa is something different. But, going through clubs from R3 to R6, that's 150 days. That's insane.
For Lugiman, are you guys going to be having guest content creators? I think we will do that in the future. But first, I guess we want to get a flow for us three together, right? In the first couple of episodes before we start bringing in other people.
We could actually just have one extra dude every single podcast. That's fine. Like
could.
4. I think I can squeeze our faces into the OBS layout. But yeah, anyway. Get Zox. Huh? What? Yeah, I guess we can end the stream, I guess. Gotta go. I got like stuff to do.
Okay.
I need to like dry my clothes as well. Oh, the washer. So
Oh no! Look at the chat is being degenerate. Oh my god!
what
I
are they
wasn't
saying?
here.
What are they saying?
Yeah, just Banner.
They're like get Zogs and asking for builds and stuff. Oh no! Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon.
so
I will.
We tried to do that. We broke it down in segments, but as I just said, that's why bringing guest commentators early to the podcast is something I think we don't want to do as soon, because we have to find our flow first, right?
Okay, the chat is going crazy. All right,
Yeah.
time to end the
It's
stream.
time to go.
It's time to
Yeah.
go. All right, thanks,
Cheers,
M.
guys.
Thanks, Kovian.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah, thanks to chat. Thanks for joining. Thanks for
Thanks, chat.
our first podcast successful, I guess. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff, but I mean, we're just getting a feel of stuff anyway. But yeah, I guess we can end the stream here. Thanks everyone for joining, and thanks to the other two members as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys really soon.
Yeah, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.